Hey there, Childcare Boss. I've got a question for you. Are you finally ready to empower your team to manage your childcare business for you? That's right. With proven interconnected systems, being a childcare boss will be made easy for you. You're in the right place with the right information. Welcome to my channel. Hey you guys, this is your coach, Dr. Andrea Dickerson here, founder of CEO Jumpstart Systems, where we connect childcare CEOs and founders with proven management solutions. For today's proven management solution, I want to help CEOs like yourself determine how to fix the role of your center director. If your center director did not perform according to your expectations, hopes, and prayers, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned, because today I'm going to give you the clues on how to fix it. Are your classrooms constantly chaotic, unorganized, and running behind schedule? If your teachers always come to you for everything, it's not a teacher problem, it's a systems problem. With the right classroom system, your centers can practically run themselves. Now introducing the Classroom Systems Blueprint, a digital training workbook bundle that helps you transform every classroom into a smooth, structured, stress-free space. You'll get step-by-step video training, editable workbooks, Amazon setup guides, and staff planning tools, all for only $5.97. Start systemizing your classrooms today. Click the link below for your one-time download, the Classroom Systems Blueprint. There, Childcare Boss. Do you ever feel like your business runs you instead of the other way around? Well, at the Learn New Systems webinar, we show childcare owners like you how to streamline operations, reduce chaos, and free up time every single week. You'll discover proven systems to simplify teaching, boost enrollment, and save real time. Well, hi everyone. I am Dr. Andrea Dickerson, and with over 25 years of running multiple childcare sites, I've built over 300 systems to help you take back control. Seats will fill fast, so save your free spot today and start building the freedom and childcare business you deserve. You can find out more by clicking the link in our bio or below and get your seat at learnnewsystems.com. Hey you guys, thank you so much for staying along with me. As a founder and CEO, I know just how disheartening it can be to have a center director not complete tasks or meet your expectations as you had expected. Maybe 2025 started out with a big vision of everything that you want to make sure that they get accomplished. Maybe you have sent them to this director's training or this conference and that conference, all to get to the end of the year and discover that your center directors did not meet the task set before them. Maybe that is you. Well, if so, let's go through what you will need to do as a CEO to fix that so that you can enter into the next year on go. All right, let's get ready. Directors don't fail because they're bad. They fail because the structure to guide them and to lead them is missing. So let's get into your structure today. Number one, directors, when leading your childcare program, they need clarity and they need lanes. For example, who's in charge of operations, like the day-to-day operations of your childcare locations? Next, who's in charge of compliance? For example, who's responsible and owns the task that deals with your programs remaining in compliance? So, just those two examples alone will give you clarity as to whether or not you have the right structure in place for your directors to be able to follow, execute, and move without you. The goal is to empower your team, directors, assistant directors, to be able to lead the organization without having you be the glue that keep it together. All right, here is number two. Do your directors have clear expectations? It is really hard for your center director, assistant director, or whomever you leave in charge to really meet your expectations if you don't have daily checklists in place. Daily checklists are to empower them to know what are non-negotiables that must be done according to their role, according to what day of the week it is. And not only do they need these checklists, but there has to be a daily checkout. So if your directors, admin, or any of your leadership team members are not checking out that they've completed certain tasks that are non-negotiable throughout their day, then more than likely they didn't fail. They only had the missing structure. As a CEO, right now, I want you to go back, take a look at your day-to-day non-negotiables, ensure that there's a checklist in place or that this checklist is digital so that they can be accountable and provide you with the accountability of their non-negotiable tasks. All right, here is number 3. Directors need accountability. I know I just talked a lot about accountability, but closing out the day, every single role in your organization should have an upline that they close out to. Teachers should close out to the next person in line. That person should close out to the next person in line. Your cook, your drivers, everyone should have an upline in your program that they are held accountable to. And you as the CEO, you should receive the overall data that you need to ensure that your key performance indicators are intact. Now, one thing about KPIs is you can't be a generalist. You have to be really clear about what you want to focus in on as a CEO and what you want for each role to give you to ensure that you have the right data to lead and guide your program with the decision-making powers of a KPI. What's the difference between a system and a process? I'm glad you asked. A system is the structure that keeps your business running, like enrollment, hiring, billing. A process, however, is the step-by-step way you carry out that system. Without systems, you're stuck in chaos. But clear processes, your center runs smoothly. That's why I'm inviting you to the Learn New Systems webinar, where I'll show you how to put the right systems in place for lasting freedom. So register today, www.learnnewsystems.com. All right, so go back, take a look at all of your accountability checkpoints in place. Make sure that there's a checkpoint that happens to ensure accountability. Just imagine if you were empowering your leadership team with weekly checkpoints, knowing exactly how to lead your team, how to lead that time together, how to encourage them to get those checkpoint keys done. What would that look like for you in the upcoming year? Do you feel like you will be more in control? Do you feel like you will be able to empower your team? Well, that's the power of having accountability when you're able to put those checkpoints in place. All right. And the last one, directors need clarity. Directors need clarity. And as a CEO, your leadership meeting should give your team clarity and direction on where they are, what the goal is, and what they need to do to reach the goal. Be very clear. Now, let's talk about how do you deliver all of this to empower your directors? Because remember, directors rarely fail. They only have the missing structure. Now, you're the CEO and you're responsible to give your program the structure that it needs. And that begins with that checkpoint meeting. When you are clear about what your topics are when you meet with your leaders, it will empower them to have clarity. When you are clear about how you're going to train your leaders and the tasks that each of your leaders will be responsible for giving to you during their closeout, you'll be able to lead them during the meeting, during the checkpoint meeting, and guide them on how to get the assignment done. Let me give you some behind the scenes. One of the instructions that I've told my team is that I'm not as good as you are in your role. So don't look to me for all of your training. Let's guide your training with the gaps. It's up to you as the CEO to help them know what are their gaps and then empower them to do research and to come back to the next meeting with some solutions to those gaps. But don't expect for directors and admin team members to perform as a growth team when they haven't been given the structure required in order to help you grow. You want to be sure that as a CEO that you are growing as well. Now, if any of these key points really meant something to you, if it really made a connection, or if you thought to yourself like, I can improve in that, or I don't have that in place, or what is coach talking about? Well, that is a clear sign that there's a part of your operations that need what we call experienced eyes. You need someone to take a look at how you're operating, compare it to a multiple center framework, or compare it to a childcare program framework that will empower your program to run based on systems and not based on personality. So there are two frameworks, one for multiple centers and two for those of you who are operating one center, but you only want to own it. You don't want to operate in a director's role. So let's be clear. If you heard something about, I want to own and not direct, and that speaks to you, then that is the framework and the model that you need to put in place. Let me explain to you in another way. And this is what I've seen happen across the board. So many CEOs own successful programs, but there's no model. They open up with multiple buildings, but then they realize that this location does it their way, this location does it that way, this location does it that way. And so at the end of the day, as you evolve as a CEO, your programs don't evolve. As you get ready to level up and have CEO meetings and retrieve data and have a growth team in place, your program hasn't leveled up only because you are missing the structure. So there's structure available, there's frameworks available, and I'm here to assist you with that. Now, where am I going to start you at with assisting you with this process? In the classroom. See, the philosophy that we carry with the Jumpstart School of Systems is that it begins when you have an organized childcare program. You cannot grow or provide structure to chaos. So what you want to do is to make sure that you organize those classrooms first. Now, if you don't have a classroom organization plan in place, then I do believe that today's resource will definitely help you shift. We are offering the Classroom Blueprint Digital Bundle. It provides you with the foundation systems that every childcare program must have in place when they are scaling, or if they have multiple locations and they're ready to uniform and create a standard across all locations. I'm telling you, this training is one of the most game-changing trainings that put CEOs on the right track to really operating in their founder and CEO energy. Well, all right, that resource is available by clicking the link below, or you can DM me on Instagram. You can find me Childcare Boss and let me know, hey, I want that link, and I will send it to you. Well, all right, as always, remember, if you manage the childcare business that you love, you will love the childcare business that you manage. Bye, you guys. Are your classrooms constantly chaotic, unorganized, and running behind schedule? If your teachers always come to you for everything, it's not a teacher problem, it's a systems problem. With the right classroom system, your centers can practically run themselves. Now introducing the Classroom Systems Blueprint, a digital training workbook bundle that helps you transform every classroom into a smooth, structured, stress-free space. You'll get step-by-step video training, editable workbooks, Amazon setup guides, and staff planning tools, all for only $5.97. Start systemizing your classrooms today. Click the link below for your one-time download, the Classroom Systems Blueprint. Isn't the people, it's your systems. With the right system and process, your center runs smooth, parents are happy, and staff will stay on track. You'll finally get your freedom back. Join my free Learn New Systems webinar, and I'll show you exactly how. Don't wait. Register today. www.learnnewsystems.com. See you there.